Today, I'm going to sound like the bad mommy or mother from a Nigerian movie that will look at daughter in the eye and say something like, "My daughter, use what you have to get what you want." But wait, it's not in the context to which those conversations usually go. Whenever you hear that conversation, usually a mother telling her child to use her body to get money so that she can, do something, maybe go to school or something. And I discovered that many times young people are in that dilemma. But I want to expose to you one thing you have that probably is bigger than money. I don't know if that is, popular opinion, but that's my opinion. It's time. So I believe you can have either time, energy, experience, or money, and you can trade these values one for each other. But what I'll be focusing on today is time. The truth is, as a young person, you most likely will not have a lot of money, at least your own money, etc. Nepo baby, of course. But if you're a young person, you do not have a lot of money, I promise you have time. You have 24 hours every day, and you can decide to use that time to doom scroll or use it to get what you want. And I'm going to be walking you through a framework, especially for those in college who think that, is this just college just going through, we're cruising through. First of all, I want to be able to help you break from the mindset of thinking that I don't want you to be a regular thinker. Think outside of the box. When NNPC or one of these big companies put out a job offering to fresh graduate, and they say we need somebody with 2 years work experience, do you think they are foolish to say that they need 2 years work experience? They are not. Definitely, they've looked at it and to the point that, if you are serious about this, you should have tried to get at least some work experience, and that's what we're talking about today. So you have time as a young person. And the truth is, you can use that time to whine and cry and say, "Oh, school na scam, Nigeria is bad, I'm from a poor background," I give all of those complaints. Or you could begin to trade that time for experience, most importantly, and probably money. And this is what I mean. For example, when I started to learn design. I started learning design when I was 16. As a hobby. I didn't plan to, it just happened. Those kind of things that just happen. I wanted to be a lawyer, I wanted to study law. I applied to law. I almost got in, save a few marks that, I didn't get in. No excuses. But the truth is, I was using my time, even though it wasn't very conscious, I was using that time to get valuable, to get some kind of experience. I started working with clients from like age 17, 18. I had people that depended on me for creative work. I had people, I was trying to use all of those time to get, see, some of those things were not very conscious, but now that I look back, I'm thankful for them. So at that time, I was using my time to gain experience. So the point that by the time I was 22 years old, there was no role that I wanted to apply for that I have at least the entry experience for. At 22. So when I hear somebody graduating and they're like, where do these people want me to expect me to get work experience? That is not a very enlightened thing to say. If they are putting it there, that means it is a possibility that you get the work experience. So rather than use your time to join those complaining and those whining and just thinking that, time will make everything better, that's a very big lie. Time does not change anything. Time just reveals what you've been doing. Time reveals what you've been doing. It is time that reveals that the plant or the seed that was planted has been watered and now it is bearing fruit. Time reveals. Time does not really change anything in itself. So rather than focusing on the things you don't have, begin to focus on what you have. Time. You have time. Use the time to learn a skill. Use that time to build relationships, to build connections. Use the time to read and research. This is not a self-praising video, but I promise you there were things I did as a teenager that I'm super proud of. I remember there was a day I stepped back of our house And I said, today I'm going to get a job. So literally, I had to go from store to store trying to pitch myself to, prospective employees. I remember there's a place in UI, around Samonda. For those of you that are familiar with Ibadan, Nigeria, there's a place at Samonda called Mobile. There are some shops. I don't know if the word is behind Mobile or like sharing the same space with that Mobile filling station. There was a man up there that had like a studio, like a design studio, a design website and all of that. When I saw it, so my route was I think I took a cab to around Mokola or Bodija and I was trekking back. So when I saw it, I went there and I went to him, good afternoon, sir. My name is Kehinde. I'm a designer and I'd like you to see my works. And I was like, oh, okay. So I showed him my work and I was talking to him. And you know that by the time I finished speaking to him, he said, the way you're speaking, I think you're going to do something really great. And I said, thank you, sir. For me, even that compliment, it didn't get to me. It's not that I'm thinking about, it didn't really get to me. I was just like, I just did a job. Like, so I was extending my time for value. Even in that place, I was building skills like, interpersonal skills, speaking to people, pitching myself, pitching my ideas and all of that. And all of that reflected and all of those things have been reflecting in my work now. So if you are that person, you're 17, you're 16, and you're seeing this video, I want you to begin to use what you have time to get the things that you would really want and need in life. And I hope that by the time you're 25 and you're looking back, you will take your younger self for being a diligent steward of that which you have time. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. I hope this has been valuable for you guys. And I look forward to seeing you next one. Ciao.